Hi everyone, welcome to Graphic Design Topics. My name is Shay Stanley. I'm going to be your instructor this semester. It's going to be a little bit of an odd semester because of the whole COVID situation. I am going to be teaching this class remotely, and most of the course is going to be a remote course. You will have, and it's in the syllabus, you will have a component that is a study session, a weekly study session that you are required to attend as part of your attendance requirement. That is from the administration, as that's something that they want to make sure you understand as part of your attendance is participation in the weekly study session. Your study session is going to be your scheduled class session, which is going to be Monday 2:55 to 4:10 p.m. in the Ralph Center in room 115. That's our Mac lab. Now this semester, as I think I put in an email, because I'm not going to be on site, you are going to have a supplemental instructor, a student instructor, who will be on site and available to you during the study sessions to assist you with any questions you might have. Say you have an issue with the Mac as far as you don't know how to do something, or you're need some instruction on a piece of software that maybe you're lost in, and if he can help you there, he will help you there. He's also there to help offer opinions and suggestions on work. He's not there to repeat my lectures, to actually do that type of instruction or grade or anything like that. He'll be taking attendance. He's there as support for you and for me. He will communicate with me regularly on how he feels things are going during the class. He'll take attendance. His name is Andrew Burke. Some of you all may know Andrew. He's a student at Wesleyan. He's taken this class before. He's familiar with the software. He's extremely knowledgeable, so he'll be a good asset in terms of those things. But he'll also kind of communicate with me to make sure that I'm making this class as easy to navigate for you all as possible. He can give me good feedback as to where he thinks you may be struggling, those kind of things. So Andrew will be on site on the Monday from 2:55 to 4:10 to kind of help you get in the lab and take attendance and be there for that. You will be able to contact me via email pretty much 24 hours a day, and I will respond within 24 hours. I have office hours virtually from 12 to 2 p.m. on Mondays. I'll make myself available where you can email me. I'll be checking email. I will also provide you all with a phone number so you can text me or call me if needed, if you have an emergency or something like that. This course, it's a course exploring problem solving and design with an emphasis on personal expression and aesthetics in a Mac lab setting utilizing the industry's Adobe software, offered in the fall, no prerequisite. What's that mean for this class? This class is graphic design topics, and I've kind of changed the way I'm going to teach it this semester based on me not being there. It's still basically the same. What this class really is, it's your opportunity to really think about design and what interests you in the field of graphic design, what you want to do, what you want to learn more about. You're going to have a couple of projects that are going to be fairly involved, and what's going to happen is you will pick a subject or an area of graphic design that you are interested in exploring, and you will create a fairly involved project within that particular area of graphic design. Let's say you're really interested in branding. You may create a logo for a company. You may also have to create their branding documents, a style book. You'll also have to do like letterheads and a whole branding package for that particular company. So that'll be, a project that has several pieces that you'll have to do. You'll also have to kind of research what that really entails. You're going to have to, decide, well, if I'm going to brand a company, what all within the industry would that require me to do? What types of things will I have to create? How will they be delivered? So you'll create all those things, and then you'll do a presentation to present your project to the rest of us. Another idea is maybe you're into fashion for some reason. Maybe you like fashion, and that's something you'd like to investigate. Graphic design is a field that's really prevalent in the fashion industry. Maybe you want to design a line of t-shirts. So what would your t-shirt line be about? Would it have a theme? Would it be for summer? Would it be for winter? Would it be single color prints on a t-shirt or multiple color prints on a t-shirt? What would the brand name of your t-shirt be? What would the logo for your brand be? You might decide your t-shirt line has 4 different designs. You would have to illustrate all those different designs and put that together as a package. And then present that to us. Maybe you're interested in illustration or kids book. So maybe you you illustrate a kids book. You could do that. You'd be responsible for coming up with a story, or maybe you would illustrate an existing fable or fairy tale or something like that within the public domain, or maybe you have an idea for a story that you'd like to do. You can do that. If you're into comic books, you could do, maybe you would do a 12-page comic book, and then create all those pages, create it, and then put together a presentation and present it. So many different things you can do. You need to think about how you want to spend this semester, what kind of projects you're interested in. I'm going to leave it very wide open to you, and I'm going to support you with these projects. So when you decide, so for like your first project, you'll pick a subject, pick something you want to study and learn more about, and you'll run that by me, and we'll talk about what all you would need to include in the project, how many particular items you would need to do in that project, and I'll kind of work as your art director and also your client. And like, I want these, to do this type of project, you'll need to give me these particular items at the end of it. And I'm very open to working with you on just about any type project you want. So be creative. Think about things you're really interested in, and projects that you can spend a whole lot of time working on and stay engaged, and things that will keep your interest, and things you may want to pursue as a career. And what you'll do is you'll do 2 different projects like that this semester, and then at the end of the semester you'll have a final project where you'll take one of those projects and expand upon it even further. Okay, so let's say you did a 12-page comic book for one of the projects. If you decide to do that as your final project, maybe you need to add another 12 pages to it. Or maybe if you're doing a kids book illustration or a kids book, maybe you'll want to take that kids book idea and develop it as maybe a pitch for an animated series. Things like that. And I'll work with you on that. But I really want you to pursue something you're interested in. And you're going to have to put a lot of effort into, but that's good. So, I mean, we're not going to have a lot of hard rules on, we're going to do this type of project. Everybody's going to do the same thing. I want to leave it open, but I want you to be really engaged, and I want you to really take control of this semester and the kind of projects you're going to do. So that's what this course is going to be about. It's going to be really about you all individually and where you want to pursue different avenues of graphic design. And I'm going to leave that pretty broad. Okay. So be sure and go through the syllabus, read it really closely. Again, the required materials, access to Photoshop and Illustrator or any software you may need to create your project, or any of the materials you may need to create your projects. Okay. Adobe has a monthly subscription for the software, so as a student you can get a discount on that. You'll need a USB storage drive to save files to. Here's your projects. You'll do a research project proposal. That's the first thing you'll submit to me. So that's where you think about what's your idea and what do you propose to do for that project. Give me the details on it, and then we can hash them out and further them. And then you will do a presentation of your final project. and then you will critique your final project. You'll do the same for project 2, and then the final capstone project is where you expand upon one of those 2 projects. The grading policy, that will all kind of get put out more in Brightspace, but make sure you read the syllabus pretty closely. Attendance and participation, you've got to be, like I said, you've got to be in those study sessions. And then you also need to log in twice a week into Brightspace to complete a meaningful activity. That can be a discussion board post, that can be uploading an assignment, that can be watching a video, or anything else that is involved in Brightspace. You can also do that during your study session if you want to. That way you kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But you'll have to make sure you log in twice during the week. Shouldn't be a problem. There's some more information about the study session. This other stuff you've probably read for all your other courses and you are familiar. I would revisit that just in case. You'll need to make sure you observe the university's COVID policies for the semester. That means wearing a mask. That means observing social distancing and physical distancing. So make sure you follow the procedures that are in place everywhere else on campus. Course procedure behavior, student responsibility. Read that stuff. Most of it's common sense that you all do anyway. Late work penalty of grade letter down each class late with a 2-week turnaround. Grades posted on Brightspace. You may appeal any grades to the academic dean. Be on time. You can fail the class by not being on time. I don't want to fail anybody. I want this to be really a good experience for everyone, but you have to meet deadlines. If you're going to be a graphic designer in the real world, you live and die by your ability to meet deadlines. So you've got to get used to it. Just make that a point. Assignments, read all that. Contact hours. Here's our tentative course schedule. We're going to stick to that as best we can. If I need to tweak that a little bit as we go along because of the situation this semester, I'll do that. I don't have a problem with that. The main key, though, is that you all stay really engaged in the course, in your projects. Communicate with me and communicate with Andrew as you need to. But if you feel like you're struggling, feel like you're confused, feel like you need help, reach out to me. I will make it a point to help you as best I can. My interest is in, helping you all succeed in this class as best you can. It gives you a real opportunity to think about your careers as graphic designers and think about where you may want to go. So it's important that you really take control of your projects this semester and your own work ethic and the work you're going to do and put forth on these projects. I will try to keep as much useful information in Brightspace as possible. Always check everything. I will have videos for you all when I feel like they're useful. Say, somebody's going to use a new piece of software. I might demo it or do kind of a review of it, so someone else might decide they want to use it on the next project. Or if there's like a technique somebody is using in their project and I feel like it's something everybody could benefit from, I'll post that. But I'm going to do my best to make sure you all have all your questions answered before you have them. But you're always welcome to, contact me with anything else that I can clarify or anytime you need help. So this is probably really the only video from me you'll have this week. I'll have more details in Brightspace, but this is going to be a course that requires a ton of discipline on your part. It's going to be easy to want to push things off to the last minute, but that's not going to work. You're going to have to do a lot of work, and it'll be good work, it'll be fun work, it'll be work driven by your interest, but you're going to have to do it and stay on top of stuff. Don't think that you can, start a project the day before it's due, the week before it's due, and do well on it. That just puts too much stress on you, and I don't want you to have any more stress than you probably already have on you. So work with me on that and staying on top of things, and I think we'll all do well this semester. I think it'll be a good experience for all of us. Okay, thanks.